Bears fans? I'm your host, Josh Dennis. You're down, Bear Zone. What up, Bear Zone? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bear Zone podcast. I'm your host, Josh Dennison. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. I am bringing you the latest up-to-date Bears news, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So, I want to get on into it. Looking at the free agency, specifically for wide receivers, and the draft for wide receivers. This year's draft is not great for number one wide receivers, and the free agency is a crapshoot besides Jacoby Myers. The Bears need a clear number one. Okay, that's what this whole video is about. We need a number one. This is why I am not upset about Ryan Poles trading away that second-round draft pick to get Chase Claypool. Plus, I don't think that's a finished story, and it's not. We need to let Chase have another year, okay? So, for everyone out there that's already doubting the trade, think about this. Justin Fields has been dinged up. Claypool got dinged up. The offensive line sucks. It needs to improve, which it will. We were young. And now, Braxton Jones, he's going to get OTA another offseason. He's going to improve. We got a lot of money, too. So probably bring in a right tackle or a center. Either the draft or free agency. I would think free agency. I think we're going to go defense in the draft. So you give Claypool this time. He gets to connect with Justin Fields. Let's see what happens. Okay? Plus, and then you bring Darnell Mooney back into the picture too after he got hurt. We'll see what happens. But what I'm thinking is Claypool's probably our 2 and Mooney is our 3. They're like forcing Claypool to be the 1 right now. He's not a 1. He's not. He did some good things over there with the Steelers, but he's not a 1. No, he's a good 2. Mooney's like a 2/3, so he's a really good 3. We need a solid 1. So I'm going to get into some scenarios here where I've picked 4 different wide receivers that are true number 1s, high 2, low 1. Most of them are number 1s, though. So I'm going to start from the bottom and go to the top. So I'm going to start with number 4. With number 4, I'm trying to trade for Mike Evans. So Tampa has been a hot mess this past season. The whole thing with Tom Brady. Does he retire? Does he keep playing? The guy's crazy enough. He probably keeps playing, right? But he's not going to play for Tampa. I don't think he's going to play for Tampa anymore. So Mike Evans has 1 year left on his contract. The guy's 29 years old. He's a good player, right? So what's it going to cost? A third? Maybe a third or maybe a second, or maybe a third and a late round draft pick. I would think a second. You can get like a second from Mike Evans. Maybe a late round draft pick with that. Or a third. You put Mike Evans, Claypool, and Darnell Mooney on a team, you got some weapons. You got options. That's a clear number 1, a clear number 2, and a clear number 3. And then, you got Velus Jones, or let's say you sign Jacoby Myers also. Boom. Scary. As long as the offensive line can hold Justin Fields and he's got time, that's kind of a scary thing right there. I think that's it would be interesting. Okay. If anything else, it'd be interesting. But that's one player I think the Bears should go after. 29 years old. He's not even, his prime years are probably past him, / maybe one or two in there left. I mean, look at this. Devontae Adams is 30 years old? Him and Devontae are like the same age, pretty much. He's a little younger. He's still got some years in him. My third pick. Michael Pittman from the Colts. Now, this is the one that I believe is not a true number one. He's like a high 2, maybe a low 1. But either way, I think this improves the wide receiver core regardless. Pittman would be your 1. Claypool would be your 2. Mooney would be your 3. Pretty good. Pittman's 6'4". He's a big guy too. Clear number 1-ish too. Before, Indianapolis was a mess, right? They could never get the quarterback situation right. Pittman started coming on last year, 2022. I'm sorry. 2021 he started coming on, right? He's only 25 years old. He started coming on early. Phillips is gone. Then you get Matt Ryan in there and that whole Carson Wentz thing. And so Carson Wentz threw him the ball a lot. He was doing pretty good. Had a really decent season. And then going into the 2022 season, Pittman becomes the clear number 1. And he started off hot, with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan throws the ball like crazy, but man, did he decline. And no one saw that coming. So Matt Ryan declines. Pittman loses production. He started off great, but Pittman started to lose production because of Matt Ryan falling off, and they could not figure out their quarterback situation worth a damn. So if you give Pittman a steady quarterback like Justin Fields, let's see what happens. He might become a true number 1 at that point. So, and I don't think, we wouldn't give up much. I think we would just drop down from the 1 spot to the 4 spot. So we swap picks, and they give us Michael Pittman. They give us a first for next year. They give us their second for this year, and they give us. We swap first, their second, maybe a second-round pick, their first-round pick next year, and Michael Pittman. Or maybe a third and not a second in Michael Pittman. So I think that'd be good. I like Michael Pittman, but he's not my top one. Pick number 2. DeAndre Hopkins. Arizona's blowing up right now. They fired their head coach, and DeAndre Hopkins scrubbed his social media of the Arizona Cardinals. It's clear that he wants out, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to deal him. It's already been known. It's all over media. It's been posted, put out there. So he's got a no-trade clause on his deal, which means so he can say yes or no, so wherever he wants to go kind of a thing. So really what's going to happen there is he's going to want a contract extension. He's got like 2 years left on his contract right now. He's 30 years old, but it's DeAndre Hopkins. This guy's a superstar. Due to the contract, rumor is that it's going to cost like a third-round draft pick. I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? DeAndre Hopkins, Claypool, and Mooney? Yes. All day. I will take that all freaking day. um, the dude's big. He plays big. Well, actually, he's only 6'2", but he plays bigger than what he actually is. Long arms, speedy, good route runner. You can give me DeAndre Hopkins all day. I don't even if you gave up a second round draft pick for Hopkins, I'm not mad. It's Hopkins. And people think that he's fallen off. I don't think he's fallen off. The dude, him and Adams are the same. You're going to tell me that Adams has at least 3 or 4 good more years, right? Hopkins definitely has 3 or 4 more good years. He's better. I think he's better than Adams. I really do. Which brings me to my number 1 trade scenario, T. Higgins. So in Cincinnati, him and Claypool are both number 1s in my mind. I mean, Chase plays better in the slot. T. Higgins is the bigger wide receiver. But either way, 24 years old, 6'4". The dude's ginormous, and he's a good player. I mean, he has Joe Burrow throwing the ball to him. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Cincinnati's got to throw around a lot of money. They might not be able to keep him. They might look towards the draft. So what do? What are they willing to give up for T. Higgins? I think it's going to cost like a second-round draft pick. A second, or maybe just a third and a fifth. I mean, who knows? But if we have to pay for that contract, maybe a third would do it. Maybe a third would do it. I mean, again, think about this. T. Higgins, Claypool, Mooney on the same team. And then you go to the draft and you go via free agency and you build up that offensive line. You build up that defensive line. And then Justin has time to throw the ball. T. Higgins is going to get open. Mooney's going to get open. Claypool's going to get open. We would see some fireworks compared to this past season. And then those games that we're close in, we're going to start winning. So, all right. That's going to do it for me. Those are just some of the trade scenarios I want to throw out there. Let me know what you guys think about these trade scenarios. If you would do them, which ones you would go for, which ones you like the most. Let me know. Put down in the comments. If you don't like this, let me know. If you did like this video, give me the thumbs up. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. As always, bear down, bear zone.